Hey everybody, Starshot Ryan here to welcome you back to my Let's Play. We left off just completing a few of the quests that we had on our board here, and now we'll continue by answering Mayor Klaus's quest and taking care of that right away. It looks like we have to speak to him directly and to get further details, and so doesn't specify where he is exactly, but hopefully we'll find him fairly shortly. Let's go ahead and do that then. Let's see, so I guess another thing to probably note as we play through the game is that this is only the prologue. So this is quite the grand adventure we should be going on as we continue through. Let's see, Hotel Roland, so that's probably not where he lives. He's probably not over there. Let's see. Oh, here we go. He actually has his own residence. And it's all the way over here. Yeah, nice little house he's got here. And here we go. Do you think the mayor's even in today? Being as busy as he is, I'm sure there's a pretty good chance he's out. Well, bless my soul, if it isn't Estelle and Joshua. Hi, Mayor Klaus. Claus? Yeah, I think that's Claus. I hope we're not disturbing you, sir, but we've come on behalf of the Bracer Guild about a job you requested. Yes, I heard from the guild that the two of you would be coming. So you're taking over your father's work while he's away, are you? Well, we're trying to, at least. I'm very sorry about my dad raining on his promise like this? I'm not sure if that's right. There's no need for apologies. Knowing your father, it's typical for him to be swamped with work like this. Anyway, with Lita and my wife out and about, I would like to move this conversation somewhere else. Why don't we head upstairs to my study and go over the details? In truth, I don't think you'll find this request particularly difficult. And it's for that reason I think that asking the guild to do this job may have been a bit presumptuous. Unfortunately, I'm unable to get away from my work, and I had to break down and ask the guild for help. We were informed that this job involves the transport of a certain something, but what it is exactly that you would like us to carry and where. I would like you to pick up a septum crystal from the Melga mine and deliver it here. When you say septum, do you mean like seepth that we often come across? Accurately speaking, seepth is fragmented septum which is too small to be used as precious stones. Therefore, the seepth is refined and processed into quartz which can be installed into orbments. So that's the difference, huh? I think I've got a better grasp on things now. We've actually been able to obtain a certain kind of septum called Esmelda from the Malga mine since the olden days. However, since a large piece of this crystal was recently discovered, I've asked the mine chief to hold on to it until someone could pick it up. So you'd like us to pick up this crystal from the mine chief and bring it here, is that correct? Precisely. What do you think? Is this something you think you can handle? The transport of a precious gem, huh? It'll be a nice change from fighting monsters. Should keep us on our toes, too. Alright, we'll do it. I appreciate your willingness to help. Please, take this with you. If you show this to one of the workers, they should let you into the mine. Good luck. Well, you heard him, guys. We're off to that, but let me check this chest here. Okay, sadly it's not a chest we can just open and take from our mayor here. Let's go ahead and just focus on our quest. If I was to take the time to speak to every NPC out there and voice all their lines, I'm pretty sure these videos would go on much longer than most people would want to watch. Let's see. Oh yeah, here we go. The Melga Trail. It's very handy to be able to just hold down the start button and it displays to us which way the paths are. Of course, running like this, we're going to be encountering enemies that we don't always avoid as easily. But as we've learned, these flying felines shouldn't pose any problems for us. Oh, here we go. This is that turbo mode the designer was talking about. So yeah, you pretty much, all you have to do is just hold down the run button and everything speeds up. Which is pretty handy to have. It'll mean a lot less editing for me. Yeah, the Melga Mine, here we go. And over this way. Oh yeah, this one's weak to arts, isn't he? But I'll go ahead and give it an attack in. And all done. But I guess with the shorter battles, it'll probably mean less time me talking. But then again, for simple battles like this, I'm not overly concerned that you guys will always want to hear my commentary. Of course, as you can see, it means a bit less thinking. But we should still be fine overall. I'll probably go ahead and heal our Estelle here, so I don't worry about her dying on me later on. I'll save that for later. And we're off. And here we go again. The enemies always keep popping up. That's it for that. Sorry if I've been a bit too quiet, I guess. Still kind of working out what to do for these, But for the most part, the game itself, as you see, handles fairly well, and it's nice that they keep working on improvements for it. This is the entrance to the Melga Mine. If you're not here on business, then I'll have to ask you to leave. Believe it or not, we are here on business. Roland's mayor, Klaus, has asked that we come here and pick up a certain septum crystal. And we get to show him the referral. Well, alright then. If you got a referral from the mayor, then that's a different story. I don't mean to make your job any more difficult, but would you mind going inside and speaking with the boss directly? I'm supposed to stand watch out here. Sure, that's fine, but why the boss? We're actually here to see the mine chief. That mine chief you're talking about is actually our boss, Mr. Gatton. He manages the mine and all of its workers. He's the kind of guy who enjoys discovering a septum lode more than eating 3 meals a day. I'm fairly sure he's working down in the lower tunnels today. Thanks for the tip. We'll go see if we can locate him. And off we go once more. This music's interesting. I wasn't expecting that. Check it out, it's a minecart. Do you think it's powered by orbments too? Looks that way to me. How about we get in and see where it takes us? Yeah, I guess we should probably ride the minecart. There's nothing else for us to do. Feels very mysterious with this music, and actually reminds me of France. Paris, France, with the, I think that's an accordion. This is the elevator we're supposed to use to reach the lower tunnels, right? Why doesn't it work? Let me have a look. There's orbital energy running through it, but it appears to be mechanically locked. Maybe we should ask someone about it. I guess we need to turn that lever again and to take us to the other path we need to take. Let's see if we can speed this up. Ah, so we can. That's handy. So I guess if anyone wants to speedrun this game, they're welcome to it now that they have turbo mode. Great! Adios! What are you kids doing down here? Are you friends with someone who works here in the mine? Not exactly. We've come to see the mine chief at the request of the mayor. Oh, so you're here about the crystal, are you? Well, if you're looking for the boss, he should be in the tunnels below. If you use the elevator at the end of the tracks on the opposite side of the mine, you can get down there. We found the elevator, but we didn't know how to make it run. Do you know how it operates? Well, that's an easy problem to fix. All you need is a key to activate it. But since you don't have one of your own, I'll help you out by lending you mine. Much appreciated. Once our business here is finished, we'll make sure to return it. And speed forward, go! Yeah, for kind of sections like these, I'll go ahead and just speed through since it's more or less just waiting on. Estelle, try using that key we just borrowed. We should be able to get the elevator working this time. And she goes, it looks like we can use the elevator now. How about we head down into the lower tunnels? So yeah, it looks like you can pretty much just turbo speed everything in this game right now. Which is, as I said, fairly handy. Eek! You scared me there for a second. So you're looking for the mine chief, are you? I'm sure he's somewhere across the bridge. Well, that'll help in our search. Let's see if we can... here we go. Oh, so it's pretty much that. And this is not telling at all, now is it? Yeah, pretty much if you find an Orbment charging station, it probably means there's gonna be a battle ahead. Very standard RPG fare. You know, I guess for the most part, this, playing through this game definitely reminds me of, I guess something a bit more traditional. Nothing, too weird or out there, but it's a fairly nice fantasy RPG to play with a great story. And here's the mine chief. Heaven and earth! What are you two kids like you doing down here in the mine? You're the mine chief, right? Boy, am I glad to see you. We've been searching all over this dark, dank place for you. We're with the Bracer Guild, and we've come today on behalf of Mayor Claus. I see. So you're the kids. So you kids are bracers, are you? That's quite a feat for being so young. It's not that big a deal. By the way, you're supposed to have some sort of crystal for us, right? Oh, right. Give me a second. This little baby is something you don't see every day, which is why I've been keeping it as close to myself as possible. It's also nice they get to explain these actions, even if it is a bit, you know, just their way of limiting their budget on animation. Wow! I've never seen a crystal this big before. That is impressive. There seems to be light swirling around inside too. It's one of the several types of septum. Specifically, it's an Esmala crystal. Which is endowed with the power of wind. For a gem of this size, you're looking at a hefty price tag. I'm talking about a small fortune here. Make absolutely sure that this gets to the mayor. Roger that. It's so beautiful. It feels like I'm carrying a little fairy in my hand. This is super fun! Check this out, Joshua! That's nice and all, but how about you stop horsing around? If you drop it, we could be in real trouble. Fine, you big killjoy. Estelle puts the crystal away in her pocket. Well, I guess that's that. We'll get out of your hair now, Mr. Gaton. But don't worry, we'll make sure this gets to the mayor. I'm counting on you, kids. Huh? What's the matter? That's odd. The airflow down here suddenly shifted. The airflow? This scent... it's... Whoa! Ah! Is it over? Was that an earthquake just now? No. It seems that there's been a cave-in somewhere within the mine. I wonder if one of the miners hit a patch of loose ground. I'd better check on the extent of the damage. Look out, Estelle! What? And we just encountered a crab monster. Ah, here we go. A crustacean monster living underground, has a tough shell, and he can call for backup. That's fairly useful to figure out. And probably because of that tough shell, his he probably doesn't take physical damage that easily. So we'll go ahead and do a arts move and see if that takes care of him. And thankfully he doesn't do too much damage, so we should be able to survive this battle just fine. Let's see. No major elemental weaknesses. So, but I would just go ahead and focus on this guy here and take care of him. And yeah, Arts does a pretty good job. And I'll go ahead and do a test just to be certain here that physical attacks won't do much. Okay, so they do at least a decent amount, but not as much as Arts do. Away we go! Ah, that's annoying. I was hoping the fire would have taken care of him. But at least the miner seems to know what he needs to do and just runs away. So yeah, nothing too troubling here, but I'll go ahead and heal her up before we leave. Even though we do have a restore point outside this battle anyway. But there might be another battle or two if we're lucky. Why are there... Do you usually have problems with monsters like this? No, this is the first time we've ever had anything like this happen down here. Monsters have a predisposition which attracts them to the glow of Septum. So we've had a lot of them wander into the mines in the past, but judging from this situation, it may be that the recent cave-in opened up a hole connected to a den of monsters. Did you say a den of monsters? It's not inconceivable, but this is no time to be standing around thinking about it. We've got to get to the other workers out of here. If that's the case, then how about letting us help you out? You're kidding, right? Monster extermination is right up our alley, and besides, every minute counts. You're right. Some extra help would be much appreciated. So, how many miners are we looking at in all? There should be only 4 others working here in the lower tunnels. Got it. Now let's find them. Sorry about all this. Oh right, take these and use them if you need to. Oh good, we got some more tear bombs. But yeah, sometimes your missions that you encounter along the way will develop like this, which does help provide give it more dynamic feel to the game instead of being very linear or static. And done.
We're good to go.
Oh yeah, it looks like we don't need to heal. Oh, adios! What art in heaven? Extend to us thy saving hand. Hey, idiot! If you got time to pray to the goddess, then how about helping me take care of these creatures? Well, at least we found 2 of them over here. And a bot, and another crab to deal with. Alright, we got a crit, so let's go ahead and use that. That's just about taken care of, but I'll go ahead and arts it up. And I'll go ahead and save our CP in case we deal with a bigger problem than these crabs. Which, of course, are annoying, but they're not gonna probably kill us just yet. Yeah. 10 plus strength, let's just use it as an attack. Seeps up. I'll go ahead and just save it as an attack and make use of that.
We're good to go.
Is everything alright? We are now. Thanks to you, kids. This must also be the divine work of Helios. What a religious nut. If this was really the work of the goddess, then she... No, it's the goddess, so I'm probably pronouncing her name wrong. Then she wouldn't have allowed us to get into this mess in the first place. It's because of unbelievers like you that unfortunate accidents like this happen. How about you try and say that again, buddy? Is this really the time or place for that kind of nonsense? Now get out of here. Right away, boss. You be careful too, boss. Well, that's 2 down. We have 2 more to go, but I'll go ahead and heal up here. And then go ahead and check the other tunnel over here. Don't come any closer! I'm not trying to brag, but I'm all muscle, so I wouldn't make a tasty meal. Me too. I'm not delicious either. All this flab would be terrible for a monster's health. This game really does have some great lines here every now and then. It's probably one of the reasons why I've enjoyed the game as much as I have, and I'm playing it again. Now I'll just do it in as an attack here. Of course, we have the mine chief here, but thankfully the monsters aren't going after him. Hey, we got a crit. Nice. That wasn't too awesome, but I'll just finish this up with a few attacks, and that should be it. You're safe now, guys. Thank you for coming when you did. Oh man, for a minute there I thought I would never be able to sit down for another meal again. This is no time to feel relieved. We need to evacuate this place. Any more lollygagging and you're going to be sitting in the belly of one of these monsters. Yes, boss. Wait for me! Well, that's 4, so hopefully that should be all of them, but I don't think it is. But we'll go ahead and do a quick rest here. Always good to be at full HP. Another crab. And there's the elevator, but we wouldn't want to leave until we double check just to be sure. Ah, here we go. Minor in training. Or, yeah, minor in training. Ah! Things weren't supposed to go like this. I don't want to die. I haven't even had a girlfriend. Help! What? We still got another one down here. We better hurry and rescue him. Yep, and we got another 3 crabs to deal with. Let's see, so Sobler. Thankfully nothing there, but I'll just go ahead and hit this guy. And another one bites the dust. So yeah, if any of you guys are wondering why I never used this speed up beforehand, it's because I didn't realize the turbo mode went to this far of an extent.
We're good good to go.
Yeah, but that's it. Yeah, for the most part, the crab monsters, as we can see here, do provide some good seeps, but overall, they're not really great for experience. Oh man, you kids saved my skin. Don't worry, you're safe now. A handful of monsters are no match for the likes of Bracer. Did you say Bracers? What are you doing in a place like this? By the soot of my boots, you're the new recruit from yesterday. Why on earth are you digging down here in the lower tunnels? I was hoping to get a glimpse of how all you veteran miners work down here. Yeah, that's it. So, anyone else here getting some suspicions about this guy? When suddenly, the wall collapsed and a flood of monsters came in from the other side. So we've got ourselves a veritable nest of monsters now, huh? It looks like you've guessed right, kid. So it seems. The area up ahead is dangerous. It's swarming with monsters. Anyway, I'm out of here. Would you look at him run? He must have been really scared. I bet. So, but if we can look over here. Hey, where are you going? That leads to the monster's den. The bedrock is also still unstable, so how about we do ourselves a favor and keep away from there? It certainly doesn't look that safe either. Alright, let's turn back. Aw, I was hoping to face them all. Oh well. As you can see, for now, we'll probably just go back and head up. Did we find everybody? Yes, that should be everyone. Alright, then let's get out of here ourselves. And up we go. Are you alright, boss? I'm glad you're safe. You can thank these kids for that. By the way, is everyone accounted for? Yep, everyone's here. Well, except for the new guy who took off like a bat out of hell. The poor guy must have wet himself scared. I see. Well, I hope he doesn't give up on being a miner after this. Anyway, there's a high possibility that there are monsters still in the lower tunnels. Until we confirm that it's safe, I don't want anyone using the elevator, you hear me? That was a huge miscalculation on my part. I never expected monsters to surface or bracers to show up. I guess I'll just have to report the truth about everything that happened. I apologize for getting you involved in more than your fair share of work today. I'll get in touch with the guild a little later to make sure you two are compensated fairly. Don't sweat it. We just did what anyone would have done in our position. And besides, it's all part of our training to become full-fledged bracers. By the way, what do you intend to do about the lower tunnels? I don't know, but we'll figure out some way to deal with it. There's always the option of sealing off the monster den with some explosives. As a heads up, I may ask the guild for help if we run into any other serious trouble. Sure, you can count on us. And we'll make sure this crystal gets to the mayor as intended. You did make sure that you didn't drop it, right, Estelle? How rude. I'm not that careless. Look, it's right. You didn't. You lost it? Psych! I got it right here. Let's go make that delivery, shall we? You are unbelievable. Young lady, those are the kinds of words that will give an old man like me a heart attack. Well, now that we finally have Crystal in hand, we'll be heading off to finally deliver it to Mayor Claus. I'm pretty sure it's Claus. I could be wrong. I'm sure someone will try and correct me on it. And there's that beetle again. And this time he surprised us. Soul Blur. I should make use of her strength that she just got. I'll just focus on attacks for Joshua here for now. And it looks like overall we can probably just rely on attacks, even if they do miss. Yeah, I'll just go ahead and heal. It's always good to kind of keep up your party's health, just in case.
All right, we're good to go.
Let's see here. So for the most part, we'll go ahead and finish up by delivering the crystal, and that'll of course give us some more story. Let's see here. And probably after turning in the quest, I'll end the video and see where end the video there. But yeah, so we just have a little bit more to go. And let's see here. So we're still on our route to Roland, and we'll of course counter a few more enemies here and there. But of course there should be no trouble for us. But yeah, so overall the game itself, I've pretty much told much about what we can do overall and what happens. So, let's see. It's always a problem for me sometimes about what to talk about. I guess I should, let's see. Yeah, I guess that's always an issue, but, but as you can see here, I'll definitely need to do something about this section here. So, pretty much, whenever I try to play through RPGs, I usually try to do a lot, you know, or at least a lot of what there is to the game when possible. Like, I remember when I played through Final Fantasy 13, Lightning Returns, I only really played through the game once, since I didn't really care to try and do everything in it. Or try to do every single quest or thing in it, but I did as much as I could within the time limit for the game. But now that we're finally back to the mayor's house... Oh, look, we have a surprise visitor. And she's the girl in uniform. I see. I would never have imagined that the clock tower held such an anecdote to go with it. I'm totally blown away after hearing that. Well, with war, it's easy to speak of tragedy. But I think what's important is the strength to overcome the pain and establish peace. Well, who do we have here? We've come to deliver the object you requested. Did we catch you in the middle of something? Oh, Estelle, Joshua, you're no trouble at all. In fact, you've come at a good time. Let me introduce you to my guest. This is Josette. She's a student at the Genis Royal Academy. The Genis Royal Academy? I've heard of it before. It's a boarding school for higher education in the Ruin region, right? Yep, that's right. It's a pleasure to meet you. My name is Josette Har. I'm Estelle. It's nice to meet you, Josette. You can call me Joshua. The two of them are actually bracers. I have asked them to do a personal job for me. Bracers? You mean the proud knights of freedom who love peace above all else and do not succumb to any power? This is such an inspiring moment. I never thought I'd run into any real bracers. The inspiring part sounds a little much. By the way, is it alright if I just call you Josette? Yes, please do. So, why did you come to Roland? Are you a friend of the mayor's? No, today is actually the first time we've ever met. I'm researching the important cultural assets of each region as a part of my independent studies. And although I thought he might be busy, I've been lucky enough to get an audience with the mayor. You're really serious about your studies, aren't you? Maybe we're intruding a bit, huh? No, I've already asked the mayor enough questions. Instead, maybe it's I who am in the way. Don't be silly. It's not like that at all. Estelle, this is a great opportunity, so how about showing her what you've brought with you? Sure, hold on a second. Oh my word, that's septum, right? What a wonderful glow it gives off. Yes, and its size is impressive too. This is indeed a gift worthy of expressing the appreciation of all Roland citizens. A gift? Worthy of expressing our appreciation? I see, so this is the gift for the Queen's anniversary. You're sharp, Joshua. I intend to send an engraved ornament using this to the Queen, as a token of Roland citizens' appreciation to Her Majesties, who will be turning 60 years old. So, it's a present for the Queen? How delightful! We, as citizens of Libero, owe Her Majesty a great deal debt for all she has done for us. In fact, the reason why we can use an airliner with such ease is because of the support of the royal family. I've even heard that the Bracer Guild in Libero has received support from the royal family. We do owe her a great debt of gratitude. Wow, that's pretty amazing. And can you believe it, Joshua? We carried a present for the Queen with these very hands. And what's more, you ran around with it in those hands like a wild maniac. You weren't supposed to tell anyone. I wouldn't have imagined anything less from you, Estelle. You guys. Here you go, Mayor Claus. It has been faithfully delivered. Thank you very much. And as a matter of precaution... Okay, it'll be safe in there. Now, all that's left is to have Melder's Orbital Factory finish up the engraving on its ornament. I can't wait to see what it looks like when it's done. Don't hug it all to yourself when you do. Let me see it too when it's finished, okay? It's too bad I won't be here to see it for myself. But today I was lucky enough to speak with the mayor and see something as beautiful as that. How shall I ever thank you? Don't mention it. This is all part of my job as a mayor. Thank you for everything. But I think it's time for me to say goodbye. I think we should be going ourselves. Agreed. Have a nice day, Mayor Klaus. Yourselves as well. So, you're heading home tomorrow on the airliner, are you? Yes, that's right. School's about to begin. I see. So you use your school vacation to come here? That's too bad. We could have made great friends. I hope we can meet again sometime. There's no way I would like more. Please, have a wonderful day, Estelle and Joshua. What a nice girl. For looking like someone from a rich family, she wasn't snooty at all. Yeah. Joshua? Oh, could I be correct in assuming that she's your type? What? What are you talking about? You're blushing. I'm really surprised. I had no idea that you were into that rich girl type. We'll have to get some pickup lines ready for the next time you meet. Quit getting all excited about nothing. Especially when you have no idea what others are thinking. Huh? Just never mind. Anyway, let's report to the guild. The next job we're doing for Dad will be the last one. Oh, right. Alright, let's get pumped and knock this last one out. Well, so, the video is running a bit long, but I'll go ahead and finish up by turning in the quest here as a way of finishing off the video. Good work! It looks like you ran into a bit of trouble at the mine though, huh? Huh? How'd you know? I got a call from the mine. They said they were incredibly grateful to the both of you. Now, how about you give me a report of what happened? Okay then, this is what happened. It is really nice that we don't have to kind of sit through that again, and it just sort of completes it like this. I know plenty of other games, shows, and books who you know, maybe kind of go over something like that, or at least I feel like this is a better way of transitioning into that explanation. That, you know, it doesn't explain it, but it at least gives you some sort of feedback that yes, things have just been explained, instead of just fading to black. Very nice. It looks like you did much more than anyone was expecting from you. Dealing with unexpected accidents is also a part of our mission as bracers. I hope to see more great things from you in the future. You just leave that to us. Well, you don't have to worry about Estelle missing anything, since her nose is always in everything. Yes, yeah, and what he said. Hey, why are you saying that? I'm super noisy like that. Because you are. Your skills lie in being direct, nosy, and naive, right? Isn't that being a bit harsh, Joshua? Are you sure about that? Alright, that's enough, you two. Okay, this is the last of the jobs you'll be doing for Cassius. You've heard of the Liberal News, right? You'll be cooperating with them to get some coverage for a news story. Isn't that the name of the news magazine we bought the other day? What are the chances of that happening? When you say cooperating with them to get some coverage, just exactly what does that entail? It seems that they're looking for a skilled guide because they want to get to some shots of a dangerous place. You'll need to ask the reporters directly for the details. The reporter and camerawoman from the news service are staying at the Hotel Roland. Here's a referral from the guild. Alright, how about we get over to the hotel and talk to these people? Good idea. Let's go. Well, that looks like a good a time as any. Join us next time when we visit the Hotel Roland to meet the news reporters, and also check on the board to see if there are any new quests to take on. Until then, see you next time.